All right. It is Friday.
Yes.
No better day to get back on track than today.
Yes.
What a week. The sickness,
Yes.
doctor's appointments, things going on. How's your injury, by the way, from the chairs for the birthday party, slipping out of the van?
Sore to the touch.
Okay.
Certainly. I did take a little bit of ibuprofen at onset. Didn't really ice just because it's such an awkward place to ice. And it takes time. And I just something that I don't have. So, okay. Soft to the touch for sure. Like if my leg by accidentally bumps it, it's very painful. It's bruising up. But for other than that, I'm okay. So that's good.
Good to hear. I got some promising news because we talked when we were here. Wednesday.
Yes.
But just my hip kind of flared up after a recent run, and I was a little concerned with the marathon coming up. So I get in with the ortho and go out. Henrietta yesterday. They're like, "Can you get here just before 9?" I say, "Sure." So show up. It's orthopedics, like full-on doctor's office and urgent care. So sometimes there can be a lot of people in there.
Sure.
And I walk in and it's a full lobby. So I just go to the big lobby, far in. I just want to sit by myself.
Yeah.
Away from everybody.
Sure.
Put on a hat. Didn't want to talk
Scroll,
about anything. Yeah.
Check email.
I'm just going to scroll. It is quiet.
Yeah.
Everything. It was quiet. All of a sudden, this gentleman next to me just takes a phone call.
Picks up the phone.
For about half an hour.
That's
just going.
And you're kind of stuck in the lobby for a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there. It was about a half hour wait, even with scheduled appointments, and he's just going on. And the other person on the other end of the line is having no word in the conversation. He is just words per minute, way up there, like us doing a news show, just like going right through it.
Not letting the other person speak at all on the other line.
No, and it wasn't anything important. It was just like day to day, what he's got going on. I fully hear it. Yeah. And I didn't even have my hearing aids in. And I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I gave him some looks, just kind of looked over there, made eye contact. And then another man comes in and sits kind of near me. There's just 3 of us on that side and like 15 people on the other one. Yeah. And he just pulls out his phone, puts some attachment to it, not a selfie stick or anything. It looked like homemade to hold his phone. And he starts watching a show.
That is so
No
bizarre.
headphones.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't stand it anymore. Even as this guy's watching a show, Netflix, YouTube, whatever, I couldn't stop hearing the phone conversation. It was drowning out everything else.
Yeah.
And so I just get up and I walk to the other side of the lobby and I sit down. Yeah. And clearly they know I moved.
They didn't care.
So then one of the nurses, they're coming out and they're calling names. One guy was funny. He came out and he was like, "All right, who's it going to be?" And he acted like he was rolling dice. And he said, "Jenna. Lucky one," and called an older woman back. And I was like, that's kind of fun.
That's what the nurse did?
That's one of the PAs did.
Funny.
And he was having fun with it. And then someone came out and they were like, Daniel. And then the guy who was on the phone comes over later after Daniel goes back with the nurse. The door shuts and the guy's he was still on his phone. He's like, "All right, I got to go." Finally gets ready to hang up.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What?" They just closed the door, locked it on me. They called my name. And I was like, "No, I heard it earlier. Like, your name's Sam."
Yeah.
And I was like, "It's not Daniel. You missed it because you're on the phone."
Yeah.
And then he starts talking to these other people. He sits down next to me on the other side of the lobby.
Yeah.
Starts having a conversation with these other people, complaining about, well, they called my name, and now I'm sitting here waiting, and now I'm going to be missed over. And he's talking to the PA. He's like, "Could you go back? They called my name, whatever." And then they finally fixed up that little mix-up.
Jeez, he's getting all fired up in the waiting room.
I thought about moving again to the other side of the waiting room. I couldn't do it.
Gosh,
and then, thankfully, they came over and they were like, "Brennan, X-rays." Right. Whenever they say that name, some people pop up in the lobby. I mean, I'm right there. It's our demo. It's
You're taller.
People who are hurt in there watching us at home. And so I got it taken care of. And that was just the whole lobby experience. Before I get to my shot that I got, we put up the poll. And I've never seen this, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
100% still.
100%.
All morning long. We asked talking on the phone in waiting rooms. Fine. Take it outside.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I got like 15 comments on my Facebook page. People are saying, "I work in healthcare. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Just be classy, read the signs, courteous of others." One woman said, "It's fine. Like moving to the other side of the lobby did anything." And I was like, "You're kind of right." But
I think, if it's a logistics thing, hey, we got to pick Sally Sue from school at this time. Can you make sure you're there? Or I got to do something. Can you grab something on the way home for dinner? Blah, blah, blah. But then don't be like, "Oh, did you see, what Trump said the other day?" Like, you know what I mean? We don't need to get into casual conversations here.
This was just like day-to-day life stuff that was going on. And
exactly.
I was just like, man, oh man. And I was like, we know who we are. We can't go up and like complain about it.
Yeah.
I'll come on the pod and rant about it.
Yeah.
Sure. But
Right.
yeah, it's safe in these rooms.
For
but-
sure. I definitely have had a funny satisfaction when there's been a time, James is a pretty common name.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a James call, and there were two Jameses in the room, and the other person had just walked in, and I knew it was me. And so I got kind of a satisfaction of the person was like, Gilbert. And then it said, oh,
It's like,
you sit down.
sorry,
It was
buddy.
actually me.
Back of the line.
Sorry.
Back of the line.
Yeah.
It's me going
It's
back.
my turn.
So the appointment, I get my x-rays done and I go back and they're like, the doctor will be in here in a bit. And I've been there a couple of times for stress fractures. And she walks in and she kind of smiles and starts laughing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, I knew it
What's
was
this
you,
mean?
like Abby. I knew it was, I only come to you whenever I'm training for marathons. And she started laughing. I was like, it's not my foot this time. She's like, well, how are your feet? And I was like, they're good. And then we talked about the hip issue. And they said, x-rays are fine. Not worried about a stress fracture. Things look good. Moved my leg all over.
Yeah.
Made me stand up and down, lay down on the bench. and
Any
everything.
pain?
No, it was just light to the touch. And she diagnosis was some sort of itis with a tendon or bursa, which is a sac there. It just kind of gets inflamed. She thinks it just got flared up. And she said, you can take it easy for a couple days, get back to it, just do ibuprofen, or I can give you a cortisone shot.
Bing.
And I said, oh, is that like just like a pain blocker? She's like, well, kind of. It's just take like 100 ibuprofen in a needle
Yeah.
and put it right on the source. And let it go through.
Yeah.
Anti-inflammatory, a steroid. And she said, if you ever had one, I was like, I probably have.
Sure.
Many. I've been hurting. She was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how many can you give me?
Yeah, right.
Joking.
Can I take some home?
Yeah, I was like, do it like Botox all over.
Yes.
Just like the needle over and over. And she's like, we can do it. And she came in and I said, how big's that needle? She's like, it's not bad. And she's like, let me just spray and numb the area. And I was
Sure.
like, well, I've never really had that with a shot. Just thought it'd be
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then laid down and then right on the outside of the hip, on the
Okay.
edge of the peach,
Guessing, I guess.
right in. Got it.
I'd be nervous about that, but hey, you could feel it.
Um,
Well, if she numbed it, probably wasn't.
Yeah, no, I couldn't really feel much of anything. Felt a little poke when the medicine went through. I don't know if it's supposed to hurt or anything. Sometimes
Yeah.
that stuff
Little
does.
pinch.
And she said, should be good to go. Take a couple more days off. When I was doing some research, these things take a couple days to a week to really
Give it
kick
a week.
in. And so, knock on wood, should be good.
You're all right.
Yep.
And the hips all right this morning.
Yes, slept okay last night. Walking around okay today. Might
There you
lace
go.
up and give it a go tomorrow or Sunday. We'll see. I'm not going to rush it.
Look, I'm not trying to put runners in a box, but y'all always just try to get on the
know,
road too
I know,
soon.
I know.
Wait
And
a whole week, Brennan. 7 days. If I were you, 7 days.
that is the thing. And people say, like, well, you're on a schedule with marathon. And I feel that pressure too because
Yeah.
my watch has, here's today's workout. Here I'm tracking everything, how many miles I'm supposed to be doing. But they say, like, if you're a serious person about working out and exercising,
Yes.
when you're in a regimen, 1 week off is going to do nothing. It takes like 10 to 14 days to start to lose
Yeah.
anything. So just
Yes.
trust the process.
Exactly. We got cousins in the family. I know people from my past news station, past workplaces, past colleges. All runners do the same exact thing. I'm hurt. My life is over. And the
Yeah.
second that I feel better at all,
Going.
I'm getting back on the road. It's amazing.
I'll send you a picture tomorrow morning whenever I go out and do something.
It's incredible.
I got a bike in the basement. That's what I should do. I should be like you.
go.
Just do that.
It's
so maybe have that.
easy on the joints.
I know. Or go swim at the Y. That's what I
Swim
should
at
do.
the Y. It's fun. And
Do
you know,
that.
swimming really is great for the lungs because you got to hold your breath.
It's a great workout. One of the best moments of being in shape in my life was in college, taking a swim class 2 days a week.
Yeah.
You can eat anything you want.
Sure. Yeah, you
load
burn
up.
so many carbs.
I know.
Every muscle in your body's working.
It's good. It's good. So that's what we got for the weekend. So maybe I'll just take a nice little walk. It is birthday time.
That's right. Yeah, daughter's birthday's today. She turned 3, so I'm scooting out of here and taking the whole week off next week. So looking forward to that and a little bit of Paw Patrol this afternoon. 2 o'clock
Yes.
showing, I think.
Let's see if we've got that right here. Here we go. The trailer. Going prehistoric. The Dino movie in theaters today. It's opening day. So it's a crash landing with adventure-based finest on a secret island filled with giant dinosaurs. Here's the full introduction. Ryder and the pup stranded in a hidden island after a fierce sea storm. They team up with Rex, a wheel-legged pup, to explore the prehistoric wilds. But then, James, trouble strikes when Mayor Humdinger triggers a volcanic eruption, and recklessly mining is what he was doing for diamonds. To save the dinosaurs, Paw Patrol unleashes a brand new fleet of high-tech dino-themed cars in a race against time.
Woo, baby.
You brought up that you were going, and I said, Summer's kids,
Yeah.
fire it up. Let's
On the
go.
way.
So
Make it happen.
I said like 5 pages of showtimes to Stephanie yesterday. And I was
Yeah.
like, when are we going?
Yeah.
And I was like, when can you get out of work Friday?
Yes.
So we're going in the happy hour time this
Yeah.
afternoon. So
Oh,
we'll be
perfect.
going. Yeah.
Why not? I don't know if I've ever been to a premiere of a show, to be honest with you. Maybe, I can't remember. Batman, possibly, but other than that, I don't think I've ever been on the day.
You never did like a 10 p.m., 11
Midnight
p.m.
showing?
Thursday night, midnight showing?
I don't think so. Not that I can remember. How about you?
We did. What was my first one? Maybe a Harry Potter. I vaguely, the strongest memory, not vaguely, is
Yeah.
Hangover, the first one.
Oh, nice.
Saw that one at like 10 p.m.
That's a funny movie.
One of the Batmen,
Yep.
I think it was the Bane one. Saw that one on opening night.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. And then
Batman was great, but then there was the horrific shooting in the theater. I mean, remember that?
we in Aurora.
Yes.
So
Colorado.
I was in DC.
God,
so
that story was just so awful.
internship, and I was working for NPR Radio in Washington. So the shooting in Aurora happens for this movie coming out.
Yes.
And the day of, we were covering stories. So I worked with DC Police, their presser, about what they're doing at theaters to keep people safe.
Sure.
We're a bunch of college kids. We had tickets all lined up to go that night, which was a
Yeah.
weird thing. So we go to the movie, and one of the trailers was it was a gangster movie with Josh Brolin, and in part of it, they are behind a theater screen and start shooting on people out in there. And I was like, how in the heck did this trailer not get pulled?
Wow.
And I remember the reaction from people in that moment, just the shock. Like, we just
Yeah.
had
Why are they?
so many people killed
Yeah.
in a theater shooting, and this trailer before this movie on the day after aired, and it was just like, just the groans and the boos and like
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
That was a weird, it's just a terrible
Right.
night. But yeah, that was that
was-
experience. And,
And movie theaters, as well as just the Hollywood in general, has I feel like done an okay job at understanding. Like after 9/11 happened, there was the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Collateral Damage that they pulled because of the recent times. You know,
yeah,
so they know like you don't want to have movies coming out during tough times.
yeah, and too much, like too sensitive, and
Right.
yeah, man, bring that up. Really remember that. So that is Paw Patrol. It will be
Anyways.
later this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yes.
On
one of them.
a lighter note, no, I'm looking forward to it.
Will you take a nap?
Gosh, I was joking about that earlier. We did a lot of setting up this last night, so I didn't go to bed till late. So no, I'll probably stay up. I haven't been to the movies in years, to be honest. So,
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to this.
And an hour and a half, the cartoon. So like 3 episodes
Right.
at home is what it is.
Exactly.
More coming up here on the pod in just a little bit. Back here with James, I'm Brennan. It's another one of those days where we can say football is back.
Sure, yes.
Kind
Lots of preseason games happening. I like preseason for the analysis from the pros. I won't watch the game. I'll just lean on and see what Thad Brown has to say.
Yep, and be full of it because we've got the game tomorrow. Bills at home against the Panthers. First opponent to be in that stadium, quote unquote.
And these are on TV.
We have that one tomorrow. So pre and post game coverage with Thad and the Bills Kickoff Live post game show. Going to have all that going on, and we usually don't see the big names. Joe Brady comes out yesterday, says if you're healthy, you're going out there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Josh Allen included for one series or a couple of plays, part
That's
of
what I
it.
would think
Maybe he
so.
does a quarter. I was a little surprised, but then I was also like, well, it's a whole new coach. He can say like, it's his mindset. He's talked about, let's get after it.
Yes.
Want to feel it, get through it. And then I remembered, the new stadium. We talk about fan sight lines. Josh Allen getting used to a play clock. Players getting used to seeing the environment around
where
them.
to look, how to feel.
Yeah, and that's
the whole thing.
It's all part of it. And here's Brady on his decision.
I want to see guys get hits. I want to see guys tackle. I want to see the finishing of the play and the how and all. So there's so many variables with it. We obviously have a new everything, right? And so it's our first opportunity for us to come together and show an example of what the Buffalo Bills, are about. And so I think that that's important.
New environment, new routine, just understanding, again, like we want to make this as real game-like as possible because it is a real game. But to have those reps before first game when we have it here on Thursday night, just understanding really the process behind everything and not being surprised by anything new.
Tickets.
I
pulled them up.
How much?
43 get in the door.
It's not too bad.
No, let me just refresh it, see how it comes up.
For the nosebleeds, which are not actually nosebleeds anymore?
Apparently, because it's the reason that there's some obstructed views, the developer said, I saw an interview with Buffalo News, because we want to put them, they want to be right on top of it, wanted to be close to it.
Oh, interesting.
And he's like, you can only do so much with OSHA, different safety codes, how things have to be built, fire stuff, and that's how it worked out. $42, that'll get you in. What's lower? $400. End zone 291. Man. Oh.
$100.
$100 if you want to sit low.
And
so have some preseason
a lot of
action
hype around
coming
the
up.
Panthers. Didn't they make the playoffs last year? Squeaked in, lost in the first round.
Who's the quarterback still? Bryce Young.
Yeah. Bryce Young.
Show?
A lot of hype around him.
Yeah, doing good.
Good young wide receivers.
In the division with my Saints, maybe a dark horse.
That's right.
Talk with that. Yeah.
Could be fun.
Then your Broncos will get going too.
Yeah. Broncos, nursing the quarterback injury still, so we shall see.
Is he back?
Yeah, he's fully back, fully healthy, ready to rock, but we'll see.
The season's going to kick off in Australia, and the halftime show has been announced for that. Jonas Brothers, known for tasting wings in Buffalo when they come here. So it's the Rams and the 49ers, West Coast teams going to Melbourne. The first NFL game in Australia, and the Jonas Brothers say it's an incredible honor to be out there September 10th. That'll be streamed on Netflix. So that game, and then the Seahawks and Patriots will kick it off, and then the Bills on the road at the Texans for that one. I was reading rumors of maybe Google Dolls halftime of Lions-Bills that Thursday night.
Okay.
They say they're in the works trying to figure that out. So that was
is that the first game of the season?
That is the second game, first Thursday night game.
First Thursday.
So the Bills on the road at Houston.
Okay, so
and
the
then they have a short
Australia game
week.
is first. And
Yep.
then
Australia game's first. Then the Super Bowl rematch, the Patriots and the Seahawks. And then we get into the Sunday slate, and we'll have that going.
There you go. Yeah, a lot of people getting their fantasy drafts ready to go. I'm on 3 teams now, which I try to keep it down to 2, but Ray in sales asked me if I wanted to be on.
Is there another work one?
Teams? There's like 5 WROC work fantasy leagues. So
have you won the one here?
Last year.
Last year
I won it. Yeah. So, and it drives me crazy because whenever you do a fantasy draft, they always give you a rating and like a grade on it. And I always get like a C or a D or an F sometimes.
You take it personally?
I take it so personally, and it's so annoying because I've won leagues with a D draft. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it's like, ADP is what they call it, average draft position. And it frustrates me so much because I will draft guys out of order of the ADP. So, of course, the system is like, you did a terrible job in this draft.
Right.
I'm like, I don't think I did.
And then it's like, look at your roster, say, Labor Day before it starts.
Yeah.
And then after you make 57 waiver moves.
Waivers, trades. Yeah, exactly. Right.
And it's like, you have your quarterback, your running back, and 1 wide receiver. And that's what you started with. There's an interesting story about tickets, how we were talking about that with StubHub. So some records when it comes to lobbying in California. StubHub has spent millions of dollars trying to stop a bill seeking to put limits on how much concert resale tickets are allowed to go for on the site in that state. So the company spent more than $2 million in lobbying from April to June alone. That's the second largest lobbying spender in California for that quarter. This was all about a bill that came up in February that would have limited resale ticket prices for concerts to no more than 10% higher than the original face value. It was modified to limit the law to venues with capacities of just 3,000 or lower, and the bill failed yesterday.
Yes.
Lobbying is always interesting when you think about it. It just
No surprise. No surprise.
it just feels kind of. Listen,
Yuck.
people do what you're going to do. It feels kind of yuck.
Aren't there like 10 times more lobbyists than there are senators or something like that?
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I did, because I figured we would talk about this, did some research this morning looking around. And the whole argument is that it's basically free speech in the Constitution, that constituents should be able to take their concerns to representatives and have this.
Yes.
And so lobbying kind of falls under that. But then they have the whole strict rules about gifts, can't do that, but limits to contributions, monthly reporting, tracking, and everything like that.
But those are just broken. I just don't think those rules are respected at all.
It just feels off whenever I think about it.
Yeah.
Whenever I see
Well,
it.
yeah, I like this is certainly one way that might make you feel ick, but what really makes you feel ick is when you have drug companies that are finding the doctors that overprescribe opiates and then giving those doctors huge lumps of money and then sending them on free, full, all expense paid trips to Hawaii. And this is all publicly available.
Yeah.
And then those are on the hook for killing thousands of people.
And then you get major settlements years later.
Hundreds of millions
Purdue
of
Pharma,
dollars.
different things. The opioid crisis, how we got here. I know.
That's probably the ugliest of lobbying, I
Yeah.
think, is right there. It's right in front of you. And I'm so glad that those companies did end up getting on the hook for that because, can you blame the doctors? I don't know. I like trips to Hawaii too. You know what I mean? I don't want to blame the doctor for overprescribing, although that did happen. But you got to blame the drug companies that are literally just trying to make money.
Much different scenario, like a lot of companies, such as us, like payola stuff, agreements, different contracts.
Every year
Can't do
we
that.
have to sign something as a news agency.
Yeah, because of our jobs, what we're supposed to do.
Yes.
And I also still hear the argument from like StubHub and other people, like people want to pay what they want to pay for a ticket. Like,
yes.
sorry. Like,
that's for sure both sides of the argument. Yeah.
Before we close out, getting ready for Halloween, I was at Wegmans the other day.
Getting ready for Halloween.
The whole section is out right in the middle.
Yeah.
They moved past the summer. Summer beers trying to get on sale, clearing them out. Everything's coming out. All the chocolate is out too. And Mars is revamping some candy that you can order on Amazon next week that will not have artificial dyes before they make it to stores. So this will spend like a decade or so researching new formulas, the company says, and it's all part of the FDA announcing plans to work with the food industry to phase out the petroleum-based synthetic dyes from foods, which have been linked to
bad
health issues for kids, kind of bad behavior, things like that, hyperactive disorder, things like that. And
not the sugar in it.
I think about that too. And I'm just like, maybe there'll come a day where I can tell my girls, you see this bright candy and things in commercials that make it look so good?
Yeah.
Now you can actually have it because it's made without this stuff.
I think they won't look the same, I can imagine, right? Will Skittles just be like grayscale?
You can go to certain sections of the store that cost a lot more money for the all-natural things and kind of still have color and stuff, but maybe so. Things like this.
Like beet juice?
Yeah.
Or red?
I think Wegmans is one of those groups that does it with icing on cookies and some cakes, things like that.
Okay, that would make sense.
I don't think the ranch dressing's back, by the way.
Still not back.
They're working on it. Well, they said by August, didn't they?
It's mid-August.
That's the follow-up.
They got some time.
Enjoy your week off.
Thank you.
Buddy. Got
See ya.
K-Land next week. Bye, everybody.
I'll be well rested.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.